Good evening, dear students. Shall I get a response on your chat? Good evening. Yeah. Here, Shilpa ma'am students also joined. I hope you're also here. I'll go. Yeah, okay. But your attendance will be informed you at the end of the class. So please listen to the class. And I'm going to teach you now JSP. Okay. So just like a beginner, if you want to do a coding in JavaScript, in that way, 1 minute. Okay. So, Tambit 450. So in that way, I'm going to teach you. So please listen to the topic. Okay. So first of all, I just want to tell you little information about JSP. So the same material is going to be shared with you by your faculty also. I have posted in Google Classroom. Okay. So what is this JSP? JSP is called as Java Server Pages. Okay. Java Server Pages. This is similar to Java. That means the code of the Java, if you want to publish in the browser, okay, you can write and you can make it inside the HTML document. So that is with the help of Java Server Pages. So most of the syntax are similar to Java. Okay, so that is why Java Server Pages, and it is called as a server-side scripting language. It is not a client-side, so you need a server to run this JavaScript program. Sorry, Java Server program. Okay, and if you want to write your JSP code, you need to use a set of percentage symbol. Okay, opening angular bracket, percentage symbol, and end with the code end with percentage symbol, a greater than symbol. Because the same HTML program itself, you may write HTML, CSS, JavaScript, JSP. So how the compiler will identify this part of a script should be evaluated based on JavaScript. This part is supposed to be evaluated based on JSP. So how it will identify? So this is an identifier. Okay. So when you write a script in between these two set of tag, that code or that script is going to be considered as and evaluated based on JSP. Okay. Next part. If you want to write the JSP program, okay, so you need to use an interface. So you can prefer this Eclipse. Okay, for example, I have downloaded this one. Okay, so I'll just show you in my downloads. Okay, so this one, okay, Eclipse, this is for mainly for web application. So Eclipse for web page designing, if you have downloaded this setup file, you will get. After installation, okay, how to create a project, I'll just tell you. You have to create file new, and you have to choose the third option is called dynamic web project. Please make a note if you want. Otherwise, you just open one Word document from your end, take a screenshot of it. Okay. So the first step is file new. You have to take dynamic web project. That means you are going to create a web project, web application, right? And name the project. For example, I'm just going to name it as, okay, this is my third project, so I'm going to name it as 3. And take the version. Okay, the version is 4.0. Choose the version 4.0. Next, and finish. Okay, these are the 2 steps you have to do. Then you will get in the left side, you have the project list. So this project is created here in a tree format. If you expand it, you can able to see. Now, where to keep your Java script file or a HTML file? Inside this drive, okay, go to SRC and expand this main inside web app. Web inf. Okay, so inside this part, okay, inside web inf only, you're going to just create, okay, JavaScript, Java server pages file. Okay, that means JSP file. Okay, so here come, you're going to create one JSP file. So you just go to web, choose web inf. Okay, web inf, inside that new create JSP file. Okay, so new JSP file, and it's asking for file name. We are just going to name it as, okay, consider like index.jsp. So like this, I'm just going to create one file. Okay, so this web in, okay, index.jsp file, I'm just going to create. Sorry. Okay, one file I have created. Okay, so inside the web bin, you have to create. Next step. So this is the basic code you will get, and when you open this JSP file, okay. So what is this part? Okay, so there is a, definition which is given here. This is about JSP directive. Okay, so JSP directive. Uh, Wait, I'll just show you that part. That will be at the end. We are not going to discuss much things about this directive here. Okay, these are called as directives. The first part is called directive. So what is meant by directive? The directive which says about the overall structure of this particular program. Okay, so 1 minute. The directive is all about the overall structure of the program, like what is the content of this file. Okay, so we have, it's automatically given because it is a language which is based on Java, because here in this page the content of the Java code we are going to write here, and but it is enclosed in a text slash HTML part, and this encoding format is this one, and as per ISO this format we are just going to describe the variable naming part. So these are the informations we have given to the compiler. So this page contains this directive which talks about, okay, we are going to write some code related to Java server pages. Okay, so that is the information we have given. Okay, so what are the tags? Okay, the tag name is percentage symbol followed by at and ends with percentage symbol. Please memorize this part also. This is also important. Okay, important syntax, because when they ask you to discuss about or an example for an JSP directive, at least one directive, the complete information you can give. Okay, and if you want to just to check whether the code is working right or wrong, okay, just type one normal HTML code. So in between the HTML code only, even the JSP file also consists of HTML file, because the final output is going to be translated and printed in the browser through the HTML file only. So normal HTML code printing part, I'm just giving hi. Okay, just to check. So if you want to run, just right click and select the file, and there is an option called run as run on server. And okay, save this file. It's asking for save the file. Now okay, so I have already certain server I have installed. If you didn't install or any new server, if you want to install, okay, you have to choose Apache. Okay, so choose one by one. Okay, whichever server. Okay, here the server name must come. Okay, so likewise you choose one by one, and already available server, I think I have, this is a new server. Okay, so already I have some servers. Okay, list of servers already installed. If you want, okay, configure this runtime environment, because you need a server, right? So which server you want? Okay, this is 9.082. The server you add, and this is available inside 9.0, right? And finish. So the server apply and close, and next, finish. Okay, so now you can see in the bottom there is a server which is installed or not, you can able to find out. Okay, so server is installed. Okay, so this is how you have to install the server. Okay, you have to install the server by this way. uh, so you know how to write. Okay, so which is started and stopped, this is started, right? Okay. Okay. How to run the JSP file? Okay, so you have to use. Okay, so come to the browser window, and okay, I'll just go with the previous example programs. So you know how to create a project, how to create a JSP file, and how to install the server. While you run, okay, at the time it will ask for options for enabling the server. Go for first time. Okay, in the beginning you may not have any server list here. You have to install which server you want or which server you want to start. Okay, so you have to choose and you have to run. And in the beginning you may not have, so go for manually define the server option and enable any one server from here. Okay, so now let me go for the previous small scripts that I have created. I just want to show to you. Okay, so one small program, and this is all about, okay, I'll just remove all other code. I'll go with one by one. Have you all understood how to create a JSP file? Shall I get an yes or no? Shall I get an yes or no? Students, have you understood how to create a JSP file? The screen, no answer. The screen, I'll just check the chat screen. Okay, nobody's answering. Have you got how to create, or what is the step for installation? Okay, step one is, okay, you have to open Eclipse workspace, and this IDE, okay, you have to download it for, okay, web design. Okay, and file, you have to create new, and then the first step is dynamic web project. You have to create a dynamic web project. Okay, after that, okay, so you have to name the project name. Inside that, okay, you just come to webin, right click and create a file. Okay, so this JSP file is created. Inside the JSP file, okay, we are just going to type a small script, okay, just to print a message. Okay, simple hi message. Okay, I have typed, I have saved this program, and if you run this one, run on server, when you choose, the program will be executed. The local is already in use. The server may already be running another process. Okay, so I have to stop the server. This is stop and this is stop. Okay, this also I have to stop. Okay, when I run this one, now it's executed. Okay, yeah, getting a small message. Okay, so this is for okay, so just a simple way of test your application whether it is connected properly with the server or not. Okay, so here there are, you can just come inside. Okay, I'm just removing this project, and I'm just removing this project also. Okay, and here there is only one project, and the installed server, which are the list are available, and you have to check at least one server among this four. Any one server is supposed to be started, so at least one server is running. This server is supporting for this particular code. Okay, so this is just a HTML part you have written, and just verified whether your JSP file is running in this particular server or not. Okay, while you execute, okay, by this way you can right click on the JSP file and you can click run as, and you can give run on server. Okay, that is one method. Another method is, okay, you have to come to the browser and you have to type, okay, localhost colon the port number 8080 slash your project name slash your JSP file. Okay, file name.jsp. This is how you have to test your program which is connected with the server and executed in the server or not. You have to check. Okay, then here onwards, okay, you can start typing the JSP code and you can start utilizing it. Just type 1% automatically, the end percentage is also included. This is the starting part and this is how the code is supposed to end. In between that, whatever you write, that is going to be considered as JSP code. One single line you can type, or you can break this and you can write multiple line of code. For example, in Java, if you want to print outputs, okay, we will use system.out.println. But here it is out.println of any messages if you have given, because any programming language, the first part is you have to know about how print statement. Okay, so here also I'm just included one printing statement in Java, the server pages, that is JSP. This is the way. Okay, out.println of any one message I have given. Okay, now come back to the browser window, and if you refresh, this message is reflected, right? So this is how any messages, if you want to print any outputs, if you want to print, by this way you can print the output. Okay, there is another one method. Okay, one method for printing the same output, that is equal to followed by your message. Okay. um, yeah. Okay, so equal to followed by any message, but this message you have to store it in some variable. Okay, by this way, you just declare one string data type variable. Okay, so string, the message you want to print, right? So message is equal to, for example, the welcome message. You can store it in some variable. First part, we have printed a message straight away. Okay, the second part, end of the statement must have a semicolon, right? So we just want to print this message which is stored in this particular variable. So for that, okay, how we can do it? So equal to followed by, okay, one space, and then the variable name you have to give. Okay, so you declare the variable and store it in store the string, okay, inside this variable. If you want to start accessing the variable, then you have to use equal to symbol followed by the variable name. So this is how you can store any message instead of straight away printing that value. Okay, so now also this message is printed. Okay, if you, even if you change to okay, congratulations based on some result, okay, some messages you want to print on the screen. So this is how you can print. So you can store values in a variable, and if you want to print on the screen, this is a way. Instead of this, okay, suppose an integer variable int a equal to 10. Okay, and the value of 10 if you want to print, and if you give 10 will be printed. Okay, so it's very easy for you to, okay, so if I just keep it like this, I think it's easy for you to see the code and the changes here, right? But all the codes are executed in through the web server. Okay, web server, this client side, the code is written, and this is kind of a request which is given to the server. The server executed the script, and you are getting back the result, but the results will be sent back to the HTML format. That is why you are getting this value on the screen. Okay, please make a note of it, how to print a string straight away, and how to print a string by storing in a variable, and how to print, and how to declare a variable assigning values, and how to fetch the variable values, and how to print it. So these are some of the ways you can work with some of the printing part. Okay, but here the equal to symbol, percentage space, you should not give. Okay, it's percentage, and it equal to, then space, the variable name you have to give. Okay, for example, int a is 10, and just a simple addition, b is 20. Okay, and you just want to do int c. Okay, int c equal to a plus b, and this result if you want to print, okay, so c equal to a plus b. Right. Okay, so this way also you can do simple script if you want to check, okay, that whether the code is right or wrong, the logic is working or not. Some printing statement if you want to put and check, this way you can check. Okay, so a is 10 and b is 20, and this is how we can do the declaration of variable. In one single line itself, multiple variable declaration is also possible. Okay, so if you change the value, if you check, that is possible. Okay, if you just update it with 100, okay, it is updated. Yeah, so these are simple code of how you can do this kind of variable declaration, how to assign value. Okay, so like that. Ma'am, your key sharing stopped. 1 minute. Entire screen. given entire screen. Can you able to see my screen now? Shall I get an yes or no? Yes. Okay. Dominic, where I have stopped, can you just unmute and can you talk to me, Dominic? Where you didn't see my screen, or what was the last content visible? Mic problem. Did you listen the class? Just text me. About 5 minutes ago. Day 5 minutes. Okay. Someone wants to join. Who is that? Meet all. Shall I repeat? Do you want to repeat the content? Meet. Do you want to repeat the content? About 5 minutes. Yes, ma'am. What about this class here? Who is here? Yeah. Shilpa ma'am class students. Kaushika, Alan, can you just give me a reply? Do you want to repeat the content? Say an yes or no. Do you want to repeat the content? Yes. Okay. 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 Good. 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 Fine. Once again, I'll repeat. Okay. How to create a project. Okay. So go to option file, new dynamic web project. And from here, okay, give one project name. For example, this is example one. Okay. Example one. And choose the module version as 4.0 and finish. Okay, 1 minute. Let me stop and start the recording. Mm, recording unavailable. This is Shilpa Ma'am class. Then, okay. Stop recording.